The Hyundai Kona will be made in India. That's the electric. The Toyota Camry drives in with a new generation. We have that review. And a special chat with Nissan's management on the Kicks plan. Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of CNB. I am Vinayak Patankar. Yes, it's been a cracker of a week. Lots and lots happening this week, and that's in terms of news flow and in terms of new products. We'll start with that massive news. Now, it was always believed that the Hyundai Kona Electric variant will just come to us as a completely built import, which means it would have been priced really steep and, just a sort of a token launch really in the electric space. But we were wrong. Hyundai is investing big into a brand new line that will actually roll out the Kona and future electric models here in India. Ameya has more details.
There's big news coming from Hyundai. The company is all set to launch the Kona electric car in India this year. But that's not all. The company also has plans to locally manufacture the Kona electric, and there's a significant investment to be made for it.
This time we are investing about 7,000 crore rupees in fourth phase of the investment. With this, a total of 23,900 crore is being invested in the state of Tamil Nadu.
The main purpose of producing the Kona electric locally is to keep the pricing aggressive in a bid to make it a viable offering for prospective buyers. Hyundai will channel the rest of the investment in the manufacturing of other car models and development of new technologies and machinery. Moreover, the investment will add 1,500 more jobs in India.
Kona is our new offering in the Indian market in terms of the government initiative for electric vehicles. And this will be in the middle of 2019 we plan to introduce.
The Kona electric can go up to 350 kilometers on a single charge, which takes about 30 minutes via fast charging. Globally, the Kona electric is offered in two iterations, one which is equipped with a 100 kilowatt motor and the other with a 150 kilowatt. While the former motor produces 134 brake horsepower, the latter churns out 201 brake horsepower. Both the motors are mated to an electronic transmission. While we expect India to get the one with a 100 kilowatt motor, details on that front have not been shared yet.
Alright, so I certainly hope that means more attractive than expected pricing on the Kona EV when it arrives later this year. Staying in the green space, let's now talk about the new generation of the Toyota Camry hybrid. Unlike the last gen, this time around Toyota is only bringing us the hybrid because, well, let's face it, that's pretty much the variant that did well last time around too. Is the new car significantly better? It's certainly priced pretty attractively, something we didn't expect. The car itself, also something we didn't really expect. Here are the details.
No brand has done more to popularize hybrid technology than Toyota. The Japanese car maker has continued to enthusiastically develop hybrid powertrains despite the excitement surrounding purely electric cars. And it's had its fair share of success in India with the hybrid powertrain. Remember, 70% of sales of its previous generation of the car came from the hybrid powertrain and 30% were attributed to petrol. So of course the hybrid variant plays a major role, which is why the new generation of the Camry only gets the hybrid variant. Of course, we hope that this kind of powertrain seeps its way into new cars as well from the manufacturer. The Camry has never been a looker, but this 8th generation model looks absolutely stylish. And you could credit some of the styling elements to Lexus, and that is because the resemblance is uncanny. But of course it looks modern, of course it looks stylish, and that's what you look at the Camry. It's no longer boring. Those LED headlamps and the LED DRLs all give the new Camry a signature look. In fact, if you want to credit someone, then you have to credit Toyota CEO Akio Toyoda, who said that all new cars from the company will have a very huge style quotient. So look at it, the bonnet gets nice muscular lines right up on the side to our beautiful and muscular looking lines, all of which add to this overall style quotient of the Camry. And yes, we absolutely love it. Move to the rear and you'll see the seamless design element flow from the front to the rear. The slim tail lamps complete the new look of the Camry, and the blue that you see on the Toyota badges up front and rear show off that you're using a hybrid car. And the stylish elements continue on the inside too. So the first thing that you notice once you get inside is this Y-shaped or Y generation of the new infotainment system. And everything, when you sit on the driver's seat, everything is very driver oriented, right from the steering wheel to the cockpit look of the instrument cluster to even this infotainment system, which is again a little tilted towards the driver. This is an 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system, gets navigation, does not get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Overall, the space is nice. Also, the big change, however, is the diameter of the steering wheel has changed. It's smaller than before, and you no longer get that a wooden piece right here on the steering wheel. Well, all of that said, there are a lot more features that you get on the car, right from USB ports to ventilated seats, which we have always loved, and to all these materials used. It's still the glass, there is enough glass area, so overall the seating position hasn't changed at all from the previous version. So all has been taken care of, and it's still as roomy, as airy as it was before, just with a lot more features on offer. You get features like onboard navigation and Bluetooth connectivity. However, a big miss for Toyota is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And though there is mirror link, it's not compatible with all phones. But it now gets wireless charging and a 10-inch heads-up display. Moreover, it continues to be packed with premium features like a moonroof, electronically adjustable driver's seat with memory function, electronically adjustable ORVMs, rain-sensing wipers, cruise control, electronic parking brake, and more. And the beige leather seats look good. In fact, they are ventilated seats, and we have always loved that feature. Now, if you're impressed with all those features, you're certainly going to be impressed when you come on the rear seat. Now, there are quite a few things here that weren't earlier there, and the added touches have given the Camry a more premium feel. There are rear AC vents here, but the biggest change is the center armrest. And it gets 2 cup holders here, and of course there's a full digital display which helps you take care of your aircon needs. There's even the rear sunshade that you can operate from here, and of course the entertainment system. But the biggest thing that this one gets is a reclining rear seat. And if you think that you are not too comfortable here, well, just recline this seat and you will be more comfortable. So there's good enough knee room, good enough head room, and no problems there. Though there's a sloping roof of the sedan, you are quite at peace here. In all of this, you actually miss out on massage seats, which would have added a bit of zing to the feature list. But with the new generation of the Camry, it's not about sitting at the back anymore. Yes, thanks to the TNGA platform, it's longer, wider and even lower than its predecessor. So of course the company is talking about how sporty it is to drive.
So this one gets a 2.5 litre petrol engine with an electric motor at the back. It's a hybrid at the end of the day. So the petrol motor and the electric motor together produce a maximum output of 215 brake horsepower, which is absolutely good. You also get these flappy paddle gearbox, which is really good and very quick to respond to your inputs. The CVT gearbox is also very refined now, and it actually makes things easier for you. Yes, there are 3 modes on offer. There's the Eco, there is the normal, and there's the Sport. Now driving in the Eco mode is a little boring, but normal and Sport mode actually help give you that power at your disposal every single time.
Toyota has added a manual mode that enables the driver to sift through 6 simulated gear steps, but it had little effect on the way the gears shift. There's a big roar before the gears shift, and though the company has done well to curtail the sound from seeping into the cabin, above 3500 RPM, things get a bit noisy. It has clearly benefited from the switch to the TNGA underpinnings. The body's torsional stiffness has increased by 30%. The Camry no longer bobs disconnectedly over ruffled pavement. It's more composed now, and even the larger bumps are dealt with ease, with no aftershock.
Now, considering that this is based on the new TNGA platform, it's more rigid than before. So even if you want to throw it into a corner, it will of course adapt. And yes, that finally brings out the sporty credentials of the car, which was always missing in the Camry. Even at higher speeds, the steering wheel is well weighted, and that's what you want in a car, especially in a sedan, who is competing against the likes of the Skoda Superb and even the Volkswagen Passat, both of which are extremely sporty to drive. But this one has really changed things for Toyota, and the Camry really can give a fight to both the Superb and the Passat.
While it might have the right mix to stand toe-to-toe with the likes of the Passat and the Superb, what about the price? Well, Toyota has an upper hand there too. It's priced at 36,95,000 rupees, and these are introductory prices. This price tag makes it cheaper by 27,000 rupees compared to its predecessor, and close to 7 lakh rupees cheaper than its direct rival, the Honda Accord Hybrid. The Hybrid then takes the fight to the Passat and even the Superb here, which, though priced lower, do not get to boast of a hybrid powertrain. With the new generation of the Camry then, you certainly see Toyota take a leap in terms of look, drivability and sustainability too. It's the right mixture, and with a price like that, it's certainly trying to make hybrids more accessible.
Lots more coming up on CNB. We talk with Peyman Kargar, who heads the Africa, Middle East and India business at Nissan, along with Thomas Kuehl, who heads the India business. Stay tuned. January has kicked off to a pretty impressive start because you've got a lot of action happening in the auto space and a lot of anticipation finally leading to the arrival of certain products. One in particular has been the Nissan Kicks. You see it of course here with me, and it's a car that we've been waiting for quite some time now because there's been a lot of talk about it. We've also driven the car already, and now it was all about bringing it to the market and talking about what Nissan's strategy is with the car, and of course inevitably the prices. But it's more than that I want to discuss with two gentlemen who are joining me right now to talk about all of this. We've got, well, two people from Nissan here today, so I get lucky. Two for the price of one. It's Peyman Kargar, who represents Nissan at the, let me get this right, Africa, Middle East, India, Senior Vice President for the business. And of course, the man who heads Nissan right here is Thomas Kuehl, no stranger to us. Both of you, thank you. Really appreciate the time, and congratulations firstly on the big launch. I think it's, as I said, one that has been anticipated, and you've certainly delivered, I think, with quite a lot of noise being created today in the right way. So congrats.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Thomas, big day for the company in India on many levels.
Yeah, thank you for having us. Obviously, we also were waiting a long time for this moment, and we put a lot of efforts. And I think it is showing off today that the team from design, R&D, marketing, PR, we did everything. But we are very proud of, because we were disruptive for the segment, because we did something completely different. We have still a very aggressive price point, but we made a benchmark in the segment, because we have much more standards across the variants. And I think that's something what is really standing out. Secondly, what was really important for us with the kicks, with our practically team in the R&D, 8,500 engineers, we took the global DNA and even developed it further for India. So bigger, wider, bolder. But one thing what is important, and that is again a benchmark in the segment, is the interior. Not only because of the features, but very much because of the touch and feel, because it's a next level of premiumness in the segment. So I think that's something, and obviously I think we will speak about it, it's the start of the Nissan Intelligent Mobility. And this is, first in class here. And yeah, let's see how it is going. But we are very, very confident, and the response so far is overwhelming. So very, very happy. We have a big smile, and now it's going, and already at the dealerships, the first customers are driving away with the new kicks.
Yeah, you've had the bookings open now for some time. From your perspective, when you look at the arrival of this car, in many ways people are talking about this, this sort of huge comeback from Nissan into the space, not just this segment, but in the market as a whole. You also mentioned something in your presentation today about how you can't really have a true success in the region unless you're successful in India. Of course, we agree, but from your perspective then, why does this become even more significant?
Yeah, actually because we needed a holistic and comprehensive plan for India. And of course, it's all about several important ingredients. Products is clearly key, of course. Network and the way you deploy, you touch the customers in sales and after sales is absolutely key. But also the people you have. Thomas mentioned design, R&D, manufacturing, marketing. So this is also absolutely key. So we have actually defined for India a holistic plan, gathering all of these important ingredients. This is one. The second point is we have finalized the establishment of the foundations, leveraging actually the investment we made in the country, and we are going to continue to invest in the country, but the first important investment we made in R&D center, in manufacturing base we have in Chennai, but also our team now, because we take the ownership of our business since few years. So all of this is clear, the holistic plan, and Kicks actually is the proof point, the first proof point of this strategy. And as we can see, today it was not only about a product, it was about a solution we are proposing to the customers. And that's why we are really confident with this car in the segment, even if the segment is very competitive, because we are bringing solutions to the customers. We are not only bringing a reliable product, but a comprehensive solution. And again, this is a proof point of all the foundations we are putting in place in India. And all the other models for Nissan and Datsun will follow the same logic in the incoming months.
It's interesting how you very consciously did mention Datsun, and the fact that it's going to be almost like a two-pronged attack on the market. I of course understand why that's important, but from the perspective of the consumer as well, bringing fresh products into both the brands, does that become almost like a key strategy for you this year then? Because we haven't had that for some months now.
For sure, we have been late to bring quickly new models. We cannot deny this one. But again, so that's why in our plan, we are bringing and refreshing our models more and more quickly. And this is clearly there because the customers are requesting for that. And so we are matching with this need. But again, we are also deploying the differentiation element of Nissan. For example, we mentioned the Nissan Intelligent Mobility features, and we are also bringing this sort of features and services to the customers, which is again a differentiation element from the competitors. So yes, we will bring more products more quickly, but also the full package around, putting the customer in the center of this topic.
A lot of what you have both told me today is the kind of stuff that excites me, certainly excites a lot of people who are going to be watching this. Thank you, and all the very best with that. And yeah, I love the fact that we're going to see lots of product action as well. Thank you both. I really
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
So that's a wrap here on CNB, and it's nice to see some big plans coming from Nissan. Let's hope that a lot of what has happened here with the kicks, the talk about a leasing program, and also, of course, 3 years service maintenance and warranty free, could set off a new trend or spark some kind of a competition in this space and perhaps other segments too. Write into us with all your feedback. You know how you can reach me. Please wear your seatbelts, wear your helmets. Bye-bye.